Hello, everyone. Welcome to Everything Arsenal. So, as discussed yesterday, or as we expected from yesterday, Arsenal were to make a bid today. Not yet, but we're expecting it to be launched today. But yesterday night, very, very late at night, Man City made their own bid. So, this is what we were told by David Ornstein about Man City making the bid last night. So, here's what he had to say. West Ham have tonight received formal offer from Man City to sign Declan Rice, proposing deal worth 80 million plus 10 million add-ons after Arsenal's second bid of 75 million plus 15 million rejected last week. Arsenal pursuit of main target ongoing. So this was last night. Man City made the bid, the same bid that we had made, same 90 million, but the structure was different. They were going to pay 8 million upfront. That 5 million could make a difference, and then also 10 million in add-ons. Yes, our add-ons of 15 million plus 75 million guaranteed, but their add-ons are apparently more attainable. If they say if they're going to give that 10 million if they win the league, people expect Man City to win the league, but they don't expect Arsenal to win the league. Or if they say if Man City reach the semi-final of the Champions League, which is very, very possible, they're going to add them another 4 million, all that. So their add-ons are more achievable, and they've also paid 80 million upfront. But 90 million, we expected it to be swiftly rejected because West Ham want close to 100 million, and that has been the case from today morning. So David Ornstein has once again come with the bomber, and he's has tweeted that West Ham have turned down Man City offer for Declan Rice, as expected pretty much. Man City made formal proposal last night worth 8 million plus 10 million add-ons. West Ham unimpressed and quickly rejected it. Arsenal have seen two bids rebuffed but remain determined to sign 24-year. Also, West Ham are not moving. West Ham are not budging. They still want that 100 million. And maybe now that Man City and Arsenal are competing for the player, and you never know, Man United could come in for him or anything like that, they could bump that to like 110 million. That's why I've been always saying it doesn't matter when you would have made the bid. Even if you had to make the bid 100 million bid back in March, Man City would have asked about the plan. They would have been told, you know what, Arsenal are about to make a 100 million bid, and they would have been like, you know what, just wait a bit. Let's see if we can top that. And it wouldn't have made the difference whenever it made the bid. It's not like he was a secret player that we were trying to get, that Arsenal were going to have a free run to get Declan Rice. No, he's one of the best midfielders in the league. You're never going to have a free run in terms of getting him. So this is what David Ornstein had to say. West Ham have rejected Man City's offer for Declan Rice. The Athletic reported that City made a formal offer of an initial 8 million with an extra 10 million add-ons on Monday night. Also had a club record proposal worth up to 90 million, compromising a 75 million fee and or comprising a 75 million fee and 15 million in add-ons, turned down by their Premier League rivals earlier this Monday, which opened the door for Man City to make their move. Rice's contract at West Ham expires in 2024 with an option for a one-year extension. But West Ham chairman David Suleiman said after the club's Europa Conference League triumph that he expected the England international to have played his last game for the club, adding that he wanted to go. Rice has made 245 appearances for West Ham since making his debut in 2017. Rice is one of the best players in Europe at breaking up opposition attacks. He can win the ball back, but then he carries it up the pitch, turning defensive play into an attacking one. A very important role in the team. That is why the teams that finish first and second in the Premier League are going head to head for his signature, because there's a lot of midfielders in the league. You can go for Douglas Luiz at Aston Villa. You can even go for Fabinho at Liverpool if you wanted. You can go to Brighton, and you could go to Tottenham and ask for Heiby if you prefer. City can do that. Probably not Arsenal. There's a lot of midfielders, but none of them match the qualities of Rice and Caicedo. So it's either you get Rice or you get Caicedo, and it's tough to negotiate with West Ham, but believe it's even tougher to negotiate with Brighton. Brighton will last for like 120 million. David Ornstein also goes on to say his reading of the game is top level. It seems his reading of the game is top level. That's what he does really well. Anticipation, timing, and decision making. West Ham often play a 4-2-3-1, and Rice is one of the two midfielders alongside Sushek. He's the one who forms a defensive triangle to build up from the back, and is always available to receive the pass. So he's gone through most of his qualities in terms of interceptions, tackling, ball carrying in midfield, experience, reading of the game. All that is like 5 million, 10 million. Reading of the game, 15 million. He can carry the ball from midfield to from defense to attack, another 10 million. He's played in the World Cup for England, another 10 million. He's English, another 10 million. Like all that combined, it will total up to like that 100 million. Yes, I will end up overpaying, but doesn't necessarily mean that if Man City are not there, would have ended up paying like 90 million. They wanted 100 million from the start, so our way was to try and put that down and get it to like 90, 95 or something like that. But Arsenal's bid later on today will be very important. Fabrizio Romano has also had his say about the Declan Rice situation, and this is what he had to say. West Ham have rejected Man City's first official bid for Declan Rice worth 80 million plus 10 add-ons. Arsenal will bid again. Their third official proposal is expected soon after two bids rejected. Last one was 75 million plus 15 million add-ons. West Ham want 100 million fee. It's going to be very interesting to see whether West Ham are going to keep their word. If Arsenal offer 100 million later on today, will they say yes? Let's finish this drama. Let's end this Rice transfer saga. He's going to Arsenal. We've gotten 100 million. Or after we do that, will they be like, okay, let's wait for what Man City are going to say? Are Man City going to give us more than 100 million, or are they going to keep their word and say 100 million is enough? Is going to Arsenal? How is it going to fare? And will Arsenal make a straight up 100 million bid, or are we going to make something like a 95 million bid and see whether we can tempt West Ham? I think now that both teams are serious about him, I don't think the West Ham will accept anything less than 100 million. So it's just up to the structure. Now, the structure could be, if Man City have given 80 million guaranteed, then we might have to give 85 million guaranteed plus 15 million add-ons, or are they going to go up to 90 million plus 10 million add-ons? I still have a feeling Man City could match up with that unless we go to something like 102 or something like that. But it's going to be interesting to see. Will Man City pull out if we get to 100 million? They're already spending 100 million on Vardiel from Leipzig. So do they want to spend another 100 million on this player? I mean, they've offered 90 million, so they definitely do have the cash. But do they want to spend like 300 million in one transfer window? It's going to be interesting to see, because Man City could be losing Cancelo, could be losing Walker, could be losing Bernardo Silva after already losing the likes of Gundogan. Laporte could be leaving as well. So they do have money here and there to spend. But I'm still 92% confident he's going to be an Arsenal player. Later on today is going to be very, very huge for us. We have to come with a very serious bid that West Ham that will tempt West Ham to accepting it right away. Now, I don't think it's going to carry on past this week. I think you're going to get an answer as soon as today or tomorrow, whether he's going to be an Arsenal player or whether it's going to be a Man City player or whether it's going to be a West Ham player. There's that as well. There's that chance of him remaining at West Ham. If West Ham just say, you know what, no, 100 million, no, and Man City say 102 million, and West Ham say no, and Arsenal like, nah, we're not going above that, and City say we're not going above that as well. Will that tempt West Ham to sell to whoever has the highest bid, or will they be like, you know what, you don't have to sell him, we can extend his contract by 1 year, let's go try and win the Europa League, and its price goes even higher next season to 120, 130 million. That is a possibility as well. But since David Sullivan, their chairman, said he will be leaving, he's already said that he wanted to go this summer. All that is very interesting, but that is why the two best teams in the Premier League from last season are trying to get him. He's a quality player. It's not too many midfielders in the league. Actually, I think it's only him, Rodri, and Partey, and maybe Casemiro on that level. And we can't get Casemiro, and Partey's already a player, and Fabinho dropped off a bit, and obviously can't get Rodri. So unless you go outside the country to look for midfielders from Napoli, from the likes of Lazio, from the likes of Sociedad, from the likes of Marseille, that's the only way you can get top midfielders. So that's the latest on Declan Rice. Obviously, we'll be back later to talk about the bid after Arsenal make the bid. But that's not the only news from today. We actually have some news from about Rob Holding. So according to reports on Rob Holding from Joe Krishnan, Arsenal defender Rob Holding is in talks with Besiktas of a possible loan deal. The player is now weighing up his options after Besiktas made their interest clear to his representatives. So we finally have a suitor for Rob Holding, but the problem is a loan deal. Now, he has 1 year remaining on his contract. If he goes out on loan to Besiktas, that means we'll lose him on a free next summer. I mean, I wouldn't give him out on loan. He's not like I said about Pat. He's not a young player who's going to get experience. And for me, I'd try and sell him, not for 20 or 30 million. Even if you can get 5 million for him, that money can help us, like even negotiate the Rice deal or something if you could get it like today. So I would not send him out on loan, unless the only other option is if Rob Holding extends his contract at Arsenal by for like a year or something, so that when he goes out on loan and Besiktas don't want to get him on a permanent, he can still come to us and you can still try and sell him immediately after that. Because if he goes there out on loan, that means unless he goes for half a season, and even if he goes for half a season, how much are we going to get for him in January? So loan deals, I don't think loan deals would excite me with this one. We think we need to sell most of the players. The only players I would accept loans are like maybe Tavares or maybe Balogun. The others, if they're going to leave Arsenal, just sell. If it's Partey, I don't want a loan deal. If he has to go, sell. Holding, sell. I don't want a loan. If it's Ketty who has to go, don't loan him out, just sell. If it's El Neni, just sell. If it's Ranason, just sell. I don't want loan deals with these players. Even Tierney, if he has to leave, sell. Don't loan. We need to get that money to use in other positions. But that's the latest on Rob Holding, and also the main one, Declan Rice. So let's get through it again. Man City made a bid yesterday of 80 million upfront and then 10 million add-ons, and that's immediately in the morning. West Ham rejected it and said they want 100 million. Arsenal are expected to make a bid later on today. We have to wait and see what the bid is. Is it going to be 100 million? Is it going to be more than 100 million to blow Man City out of the water, to give them no chance? Are we going to try again to make it 95? I have a feeling, as I said yesterday, this is going to be like the last bid from Arsenal, so I think it's going to be a convincing one, hopefully. Thank you for watching. Catch up with you guys on the next one.